Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to HRD 600, History and Philosophy of Adult Education. Welcome to one of my favorite classes in the Adult and Higher Ed program. For those that are new to this program, welcome. To those that have taken classes in the program already, I want to say welcome. And for everybody else, I want to say welcome also. So this is a wonderful course. And literally, it gives us the backbone, gives us the bones of adult and higher education. But it, as the title, it's the history and philosophy. So the philosophy is different than theory, but we'll talk about that throughout the semester. My goal for this video is to just give you a very brief introduction to Brightspace. I want to put out an offer out there for those that are new to graduate work. This might be your first class and you need some additional help. You're having trouble with the navigation, please reach out to me. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this video because there's people in the class that have taken classes on Brightspace before. So I want to just once again offer, I'm here to help. You'll hear that from me all throughout the semester. I am here to help. So let's get right to it. I'll go to the content area. You have a couple of options how you navigate around. I personally use the content area. You can see over here, Kevin Dorn, my name, it's instructor. So it just means that I can see a little more. So you might come into your Brightspace course and you can't see all of these headings. Some of these are for me, like course administration. This is where I go to make the course available and copy between courses, etc. So your headings will not be the same as what you are seeing on this video screen. So I am going to go to the content area. I'll click on that and show you just in a few steps. So the course navigation, how do you get around Brightspace? Welcome to the fall semester. The syllabus for this class, HRD 600. The course schedule. This is an important document that goes along with the syllabus. Between the two of them, I think you're going to be using them quite a bit. Now, one thing that I do want to mention while I have everybody's attention, any dates in the syllabus or course schedule, especially for assignments, they are firm dates. But with that said, there are times that I do change the dates. I will say to everybody and guarantee you I will never push a due date sooner. Usually I'm sensing something in the class and we need an extra few days, or the timing, which looked right on paper when I was setting the course up, isn't quite right. So I add a week rather than saying this is due on October 3rd. I push it out to October 10th. So there may be some changes to the due dates, but they will never be closer to the actual date. If anything, I'll push them out a few days or a week. I encourage you to take a look in details with the syllabus, the course schedule, and then the other materials that are in here. Week number 1, module number 1, is really an introduction to the whole idea behind liberal education. We're going to have great discussions this week or this semester about even the value of a liberal education. Is it worthwhile? You know, what is adult education? What is so cut right to the chase. What I'd like you to do is read the introduction. And for those that are new to navigating in Brightspace, you can do it just as I'm showing on the screen. So here's the introduction. You can actually go back if you want, click on that, or you can just use these navigational arrows, and I'm going to click on that as we speak. So week 1, introduction to educational philosophy, really the understanding of the theoretical frameworks that are really provide the basis for this course. What is an educational philosophy? Educational philosophy frameworks or traditions. And, you know, some of this is we're kind of looking at semantics. You might, after reading this or finishing the course, said, you know, we spent a lot of time on what's the difference between philosophies and theories and the various frameworks and traditions. They might blend together some, but there are distinctions. And so I'd like you to, you know, read through all of this, getting organized, how to begin. Each week, you know, a basic overview guide to the course. This is just an example. Question, you know, what are your ideas about adult learning? What are your interests in adult education? And how can you design a field study to reflect your interests? To do. Okay. Set up the calendar. This is a holdover. No offense to Emily McRobbie. I love her dearly. She's a great colleague of mine, but some of this particular line is from Emily. So you can set up a calendar and organizational system. I will say right out of the chute, we are a class full of adult learners. And how you set up the course, set up your studying is really entirely up to you. This is an asynchronous class, meaning that I put the materials, I make the materials available on Saturday for the next week. Meaning, this coming Saturday, I will put and post a video and send out or make available the week 2 materials. If you're going on a trip or something and you need the materials, you want to see the materials further out, please let me know and we can work something out. So you set up a calendar, some kind of organizational system, begin reading, get the books listed in the syllabus, make sure there's access to electronic reserve, and I will spell out kind of what I'm asking you to do. So in the first week, it includes 2 electronic reserve readings listed on the weekly schedule, both from these authors. These are found in the electronic reserves links. If you can't find them, please let me know. Begin reading Lindemann's book. I have to tell you, Lindemann's book was written in 1928, so you may find some of the language and the style a little bit off-putting. I've kept it in here because it's just an important book that all those involved with adult education should read this book. It's a small book, and we will have an opportunity to discuss it, including I've had some classes and some students say, I don't like it. I think it's outdated, and other people fall in love with it, and I am in that latter category. I fell in love with the book, and some of the messages and themes that are presented in the book are near and dear to my heart, and one of them is, you know, an adult learner's textbook is life. And we can argue that, we can debate it, but we all bring something to the table, and that, to me, is what Lindemann writes about. Also, you can start taking a look at The Right to Write by Julia Cameron. It's an excellent book. Begin reading the first 3 chapters. We'll talk about learning journals when we get together, but I encourage you to read the learning journals, and I encourage you to start keeping a learning journal. And, you know, you just read through this. Participate in our first online discussions. And don't spend too much time planning your field study, but you can take a look at the guidelines. Let me arrow forward again. Personal introduction. This is an opportunity for everybody to introduce yourself any way you want. And for those that have not done this before, I'll just give you a click on that. Please introduce yourself. So how do you do that? Well, you come in here, you start a new thread, and just say, I say Kevin's introduction, blah, blah, blah. Come down here. You might have had an introduction already established. You type it out here. And I do want to show you one thing. Over here it says Insert Stuff. This is where you can insert a document, you can insert a picture, upload. This is all of my stuff. I can come over here, come down, put in a music video or photos, whatever it might be. You click on the file. Click on the file. Let me cancel out of here. The file will show up, and then let me get out here. So it will show up here as a file. You come down here and you post. So that's as complicated as it needs to be. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to leave it there. I wish you the absolute best this semester. At any time, please reach out to me. My contact information is on the syllabus. I can meet in person if it works out for both of us, or we can meet Zoom. I do Zooms all the time, or you can call me. My cell phone number is listed on the syllabus. So that's it for me. Good luck this semester, and we'll be talking soon. Just one more thing. We will have a Zoom meeting next week, and I'll have more information coming out next weekend on that. See everybody. Good luck.